Hi, hola, salut everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Ifwa. Coming up, 17-year-old attacked and robbed at gunpoint. Why the MPP wants the Electoral Commission to redo the voters register, and dozens of girls display their tennis skills at a week-long tennis and life skills camp in Accra. It's going to be an exciting episode. Please stay with us. News Generation. Okay, so if you're a regular viewer, then you know you can always contribute to News Generation on social media. Find us on facebook.com/newsgenerationgh, and we are also on Twitter at newsgengh. Now let's go on to our first story. And a 17-year-old girl has been stabbed and robbed at gunpoint at Amanfrom near Accra. Thankfully, the girl is receiving treatment at the police hospital. We spoke to the family on Friday.
My father told me that my sister have an accident. They say armed robbers attack him. Yes.
That's how Helen Abbey, the victim's sister, received news about the attack. Her younger sister was stabbed and robbed. The 17-year-old grandmother sent the victim to the market around 5 a.m. in the morning, and that's when she was attacked.
For some few minutes, just heard a gunshot back by. So they said they have shot somebody. So she went back to the scene and saw that the granddaughter was lying there in the cold blood. So they rushed him to Generation Epd hospital.
Lord Niama is a victim's brother. He doesn't understand why his sister was assaulted. He now feels unsafe.
If they see that you're having a lot of money, you're having a lot of things, and if they get you and they collect, or sometimes they can kill you, I feel sad.
You feel sad? The plight of the 17-year-old is a fourth attack in Amanfrom, a suburb of Kaswa in the central region. Just last weekend, a group of robbers invaded some homes and shot 4 people in the area, taking away money and property. Some residents have blamed the increasing robbery cases in Amanfrom on the absence of a police station there. Others believe it is the bad state of the roads there that is encouraging the robbers.
So like we told you in the story, this is the 4th of such armed robbery attacks at Amanfrom, but that's not the only place that such a thing has happened. Now, we posted this question on Facebook. This is WhatsApp Facebook, let's say that. Now, let me read a few of your comments on what you think about this particular issue. And I said that we hope you are keeping safe, but this is what happened. And Nanase Anyemedu says cases of robbery are becoming too much in the system. I pray God helps robbers come to their senses. Hashtag we need peace. This one is from Kingsley Autry. He says it's pathetic. And Paul Sergio says, now robbing our teenage ladies. Oh God, have mercy. And this one is from Kwesi Kese. He says, it's very bad. My house was even robbed last week. The government should do something about it. So those are some of your comments on facebook.com/newsgenerationgh on what you think about increasing cases of armed robberies in the country and especially around Accra. Okay, so doctors have called off their strike after 3 weeks. Hooray! But that's not all that has been happening in local news. Let's have a look. Our news update starts with some sad news, and a Ghanaian Times reporter assigned to cover news on the president has died after an accident at Shai Hills. He was traveling with other reporters who had gone to Ho in the Volta region to cover an assignment. 4 other journalists are in critical condition and are receiving treatment at the 37 military hospital. Lawyers are asking for another trial for the 36-year-old man who was caught at the president's church with a weapon. Charles Aintree, who was sent to court after he was arrested, also revealed his intentions of wanting to kill the president. Aintree's family, however, has said he is mentally unstable. Prosecutors are now asking for a retrial and a thorough medical examination. The Rich Hospital in Accra has started seeing patients in spite of the ongoing Ghana Medical Association strike. Hospital authorities said the reopening follows a meeting at which the doctors agreed to make their services available. This comes after the Ministry of Health warned doctors that they will be in trouble if they fail to resume work by Thursday, August 20. Let's do some sports now, and Asante Kotoko Chief Executive Officer Opoku Inti says clubs are ready to cooperate with re-elected Ghana Football Association President Kwesi Nyantakyi to improve the local football league. Nyantakyi says he has a plan to get fans back to stadia to watch local league matches before his term ends in 2019. But Opoku Inti wants more specific information, especially for clubs and other stakeholders. This weekend, Ebusia Dwarfs and Dreams FC may be promoted to the first Premier Division if both sides win their games. Dreams FC have a 7-point lead in Zone 3 with 3 matches to go, and Dwarfs, who were relegated from the Elite Division last season, have 9 points more than their rivals Elmina Shah. The two teams will be playing at the Cape Coast Stadium this Sunday.
Well, if you have a point away, that is solely puts you in a top pole position to qualify. We have 3 matches to go, yes, but we have a last home match. So when we are focused, we are thinking we have not qualified yet. So we are going to tackle all other 3 teams, the 3 matches as we started with the first round. So come the end of the league, we will surely be in the Premiership.
So what's happening in the world of entertainment? Well, Ghanaian high-life musician and producer Bisakede has lost his mother. The artist's mom, Josephine Bruce, died on Wednesday at the Cocoa Clinic in North Kaneshie in Accra. The 57-year-old is reported to have been battling with an undisclosed illness for a while. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Almost 80,000, that is the number of other nationals the opposition New Patriotic Party say they have found in Ghana's voters register. How? Well, they did some research and they are asking the Electoral Commission to compile a new voters register for next year's election. But the NDC says the voters register is fine. We'll explain it all to you in the following report.
The voters register contains basic information about people who are qualified to vote. The data may include name, age, sex, and other important records about the voter. But the largest opposition party, the MPP, is saying the information in the country's voters register shouldn't be trusted. The MPP claims over 80,000 people from Togo have their names in the register. This was revealed at a news conference.
Over the years, there have been persistent rumors that people are coming from across the border in Togo, in Burkina Faso, in Cote d'Ivoire to register and vote in Ghanaian elections. Persistent rumors, and you keep hearing them election after election. The curious case of the increased NHIS special registrations in the Brong-Ahafo and Volta regions, both border regions, coupled with the massive increase in voter registrations in some border constituencies between 2008 and 2012, resulted in us initiating investigative work to ascertain whether in fact citizens of Togo, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire do register to vote in Ghanaian elections.
The party maintains the only solution to this problem is for the Electoral Commission to compile a new voters register. But the governing National Democratic Congress disagrees. General Secretary of the NDC, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, doesn't think a new voters register is needed.
This document Dr. Baumia is flaunting around was presented, thoroughly discussed, and rejected, and they appended their signature. Now, after that report has been presented and meetings, at least one meeting had been held in trying to look for ways of implementing the reforms contained in that document. Now MPP takes their rejected documents, recycles it, and the General Secretary, because maybe he's fighting to make himself relevant, begins to go from one party office to the other. He meets somebody there, and then televisions capture that. That person says, oh, the party will look at their document and respond appropriately. And it is all over the news that that party which he visited accepts their position to replace the voters' register.
But the decision to change this register is up to the Electoral Commission. The Commission wants to hear from other parties and has given them till the middle of September to also share their views. The Electoral Commission is expected to come out with a final decision on whether they will put together a new voters' register or not after that.
Still to come, a trip around one of the world's highest cities and what girls from all over Ghana did at the 2015 tennis camp. I will be right back. Thanks for staying. Now, a Thai television station has apologized for reenacting the Bangkok blast at the Erewhon Shrine. The TV station used a staff member dressed as the main suspect. Now, a lot of people were angry about the reenactment of the crime that killed 20 people in Thailand. Now, this is only one of the many stories that have got the world talking about last Monday's Bangkok bombing. Welcome back to News Generation, the only news program for young people in Ghana. Hola, that's hi in Spanish, and that is the language Bolivians speak. The South American land was conquered by Spain many years ago, before you or I were born. Well, earlier on in the week, I told you how I attended a conference that brings all the countries that produce news for young people around the world. And we got a chance to go around the South American city of La Paz, which is the capital of Bolivia. So what do you know about Bolivia?
I know nothing about Bolivia.
Bolivia is a country.
Well, Bolivia is a country in South America, right next to Peru. This is La Paz, Bolivia's capital. It is 3,500 meters above sea level. Do you guys know anything about La Paz?
No.
The city is on the Andes Altiplano Plateau, a highland that is almost 4 times the height of Mount Afatato here in Ghana. This means La Paz has a high altitude.
Let's say you want to go to another country, then it will be really hard for you to go because they have to go down the mountain and up again.
I don't think it will be comfortable for me and my family.
Why not?
Because it's on top of mountains and like above the sea. So like if there's a tsunami happening, it might affect us when we are living there.
Live in La Paz.
It will be really scary. Your house is upon a mountain and you want to climb down. If you don't be careful, you slip and fall.
This is La Paz's central plaza, Plaza Murillo. It's an open space where you can find the presidential palace and La Paz's Congress, what we call Parliament House here. Locals and tourists alike love to feed the birds. Next is a drive to the Witches Market. Yeah, you heard me. Witches Market. It's also very popular with tourists, and this is where medicine men sell their goods. Goods like dried llama fetuses. A llama is related to the camel, and they are very popular in South America. Bolivians believe in the spirits and use these as sacrifices to the earth goddess. You can also get souvenirs here, but the best way to see the city is via cable car.
Now, some countries have underground subways, some countries like Ghana have trains, okay? But here in La Paz, especially, they have the cable cars because it's such a mountainous area. And just like that, in a matter of minutes, I'm at the highest point in Bolivia, 4,100 meters above sea.
That's where the space on my phone got used up.
Yeah, when I saw pictures, it looked like a normal city to me, but like it's above the sea. So I still won't feel comfortable living there. It looks like a normal city, like any other city, like Ghana or New York or Washington or any other. It looks like a city like that.
And that's a little bit about Bolivia, mostly the city of La Paz. I told you I couldn't breathe half the time. Making new friends, learning new things, and playing tennis. That is what it was all about at the first ever tennis camp that was held in Accra over the past week. Now, dozens of girls from all over Ghana got the chance to enhance their sporting ability at the 2015 tennis camp.
Every day they want to be on the court to play.
Backhand, forehand. These young ladies are serving their way to tennis star Serena Williams' title. It's all happening at the Accra Sports Stadium, where selected girls from across the country are at a camp to excite them about tennis. Judith is one of them. She's here all the way from Wa in the Upper West region. She's been playing for 3 years.
The tennis court in Wa is a large place. There are 3 courts. One is there for the elderly people, and one is there for the learners, and one is there for the kids. So that's where we play our tennis.
Judith is only one of a dozen girls from tennis clubs around the country. They are all here to improve their serves and make it like their role models.
My role models are 2. That is Serena Williams and then Sharapova.
And why do you like these 2?
Because they play very well, and then now Serena is there like the #1 tennis player. I want to learn from her, the way she moves about on the court and other things.
Serena Williams, because she encourages herself, because she knows that if somebody can play tennis, she can do it better. That's why I like her.
My own is Sharapova and Serena Williams, yes.
You?
I also like Serena Williams.
You all like Serena Williams?
Yes.
And Sharapova as well?
Yes.
But this is not the only thing the girls have been learning.
I'm from Central Region, Winneba, and I've come here to experience, in fact, I've experienced a lot of things. Hard working, training, respect, obedience, and that sort of things.
So how did you feel when you heard you were going to be part of a tennis camp?
I felt happy because I know if I help myself and then by the help of God too, I can do it.
You ice and you compress. The compression is what? Once you put the ice, you bandage.
Today, they are getting the chance to know about CPR.
Or your own shirt, if you love the person so much. And it should be what? Clean. Then you apply it directly on where the person is what? Bleeding. And hold it.
Secretary General for Tennis at the Accra Sports Stadium, Philippina Frimpong, is the one who is coordinating the event.
For Monday evening, we've been camping them at Accra Girls Secondary School. They'll come here in the morning for the activity. In the morning, we'll do tennis because it's a tennis clinic. Then we'll add the life skills aspect because it was designed around that, tennis and life skills. We want a holistic development of the girls.
When I started growing up, there were a lot of tournaments organized for the kids and then the grown-up people. But as time goes, in the middle of the game, it was to look like the tournaments were no more coming. But I think they have started that their tradition again, and then the game is now coming up again. So I think it's now coming up, it's developing now.
The 5-day camp would have hopefully created lasting memories for these young ones.
To encourage them to develop an interest in tennis, and wherever they are, they should find a club that is closer to them. if they find a tennis club close to them, it's very good. You go to the club and then you'll definitely find a coach there and they'll take it through, so that next time when we're doing, because we'll do it on regional basis, and in the regions we're dealing with the various clubs. So if we ask the region to bring girls in any age category, they will look at the kids who come to their club to play, and that is how they do the selection. So if you are interested in tennis, find a club and belong to the club, and it will be well for you.
11-year-old Eliona, who has been playing ever since she was 3 years, definitely knows the benefits of the game.
Tennis is fun and it gives me good strength. Nowadays, I've not been feeling sick since I started playing tennis. So, tennis has helped me a lot.
Yeah, tennis, that's a fun sport. I wish I had taken it up. Anyway, that's all for this edition of News Generation. Thank you so much for your company. Remember, you can always catch up with us online on social media. It's facebook.com/NewsGenerationGH. You can also find us on Twitter at NewsGenGH. I also tweet at @Ifwa_Harrison. So until next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later. Bye. News Generation, supported by
Cowbell with Vitarid.